Hey there! Welcome back! Last episode, we finished the progression of the Twilight Forest, made the ultimate metal alloy, and managed to complete 16 items for the ATM star. Today, only 4 items remain, and I think if we work hard, we can get them all knocked out today. Smash that like button if you're excited to see the ATM star get crafted. So these 4 items vary a bit in what's required. The Dragon Soul is pretty straightforward. We have most of the stuff for it already. Pulsating Black Hole is also mostly straightforward. We do have to do a little bit of FTB contraptions. Philosopher's Fuel is just straight annoying. We have to use pneumatic craft, and we have to do a whole bunch with the FTB contraptions. Plus, we have to do a whole grip of crafting. So that's going to be a pain. And then the probability device, say that 5 times fast, is actually kind of grindy. The more I look at it, the more grindy it actually looks. So we're going to start here because it's going to be the most time consuming. One of the things that makes this so time consuming is that this advanced solar panel is deceptive. At first glance, it just looks like a blue little box. But it requires 8 of these, which 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 requires 3 of these each, which each require 3 glass panes. It's just ridiculous. We need like hundreds of thousands of glass panes. So we're gonna make a bit of a setup here. We're gonna start cranking that out. There's actually more to it that's time consuming too, because we just haven't done the setup for it. But just to make these basic panels, it requires steel nuggets, and that's gonna end up being about 30,000 steel ingots, which is also gonna be very time consuming. All right, so I got the first part of the setup here. We have a cobblestone gen, which makes gravel, which makes sand, and then that sand gets smelted into glass, and then this RF Tools crafter is going to start making our photovoltaic cells for us, and it should be pretty fast at it. All these machines are pretty fast. The next step, though, is the one that requires steel and requires this little thing. This thing's easy, but the steel's actually going to be a bit of a gate. To get steel, you need steel dust, and there's not really a lot of super great ways to make it. You can craft it like this, but these hammers are consumable, so we would have to make like a system that auto crafts hammers and then crafts it. That could be fast. The other option is mechanism. We could use it with a couple of like ultimate infusing factories. I'm not sure which is faster though, so I'm going to give it a think and then make a system. In the end, I decided to go with mechanism because these iron ore hammers or whatever, they take sticks, and we don't actually have an automated stick farm. We have all these fancy materials, diamonds and all kinds of netherite and whatnot, but we don't actually have a stick farm. So we'll just bypass that. So this is the setup. It's pretty straightforward. Mechanism turns iron into enriched iron using coal. I know I could be using the, what's it called? The carbon, whatever the carbon thing is. But we have so much coal that we're never going to run out, and it's even has an EMC value. So honestly, I don't really care. This thing turns the enriched iron into steel dust using more coal, melt it up, and then craft it up in here. It seems to be a backup right now because I don't have the output going anywhere. But here we go. The leadstone solar panels are being automated, and we're ready to take these and start auto-crafting the next step. This is definitely a task where the fact that I don't want to use the applied energistics auto-crafting is hurting me. As I said before, I really don't want to use the applied energistics auto-crafting at all this season. I don't even want to use applied at all this season. So we're just doing it kind of the hard way. But it's fine. It'll get done. We don't have to do this once. This next step requires these hardened solar cores, which require lots of Invar. I'm not really sure what the most efficient way to make Invar is. I think what it's going to be is to make the dust out of the other dust. So we can craft these up in a crafter, and then we can use mechanism again to crush these up because we have iron and we have nickel. So we can automate both of those with mechanism, put them in a crafter, smelt up the dust in whatever smelter we have, and then craft them into nuggets, and then so forth in another crafter. So just continue the wall of crafters and such. I think that's the best way. So I'll just go ahead and build the system. All right, so the next part of the setup here is complete, and this is starting to get kind of complicated. So we have our nickel getting crushed. We have our iron getting crushed. It gets crafted up into Invar. It gets smelted up into Invar ingots. Gets crafted into nuggets. And the cores get imported from before over to here, and then both these new cores and the old solar panels get put over into here, where they get crafted in this crafter. And the process is going. Looking good, looking good. I do wonder, though, because we don't really have enough space here to complete this farm. I don't really know what the correct play is. We need to make about 4,000 of these and then upgrade them. So, part of it maybe we could actually end up doing manually when we get to the higher tiers. But for now, maybe I can squeeze something in down here, but I'm just not 100% sure. The next tier requires redstone solar cores, which are the last tier's cores, plus electrum. Electrum is kind of similar to the Invar. You know, it's traditionally a thermal series alloy. It uses gold and silver. I guess the basic setup could be essentially the same as the Invar. We just got to import gold and silver because we have both of those automated already. Question is, can I pack it in here somewhere, or am I going to have to go somewhere else? All right, with some clever positioning, I was able to pack the next tier in here. We have these hardened solar cores. They're going over into here, where they're mixed with electrum, which is getting crushed to 2 bits, crafted up, smelted up, and put into here. If you're wondering why I don't auto-output from the furnaces, it's because there's this feature of that where if the auto-output fails to auto-output because the container is full for whatever reason, then it'll stop trying to auto-output and it'll cause a bottleneck in your system. Whereas the pipes just continuously try over and over again. They don't have such a condition. So even though this is full right now and it's not flowing very well, this won't be stopped permanently without like a manual reset. So it's crafting, but it looks like these hardened solar panels are actually, we're starting to see the slowdown. The slowdown is from the leadstone ones. Looks like these photovoltaic cells are the bottleneck currently. Ooh, it's the glass production of all things. Interesting. Might have to double this setup. This is producing like a stack of glass per second. I think is the number. 64 items processed every 20 ticks. Yeah, there should be a stack every second. Maybe it's okay. Maybe in the end we don't have to go that hard. I know we only need about 500 of these or so. I guess it just depends on how long I want to wait to complete the whole thing. Right now we're at like about 100, and it's pretty slow. Maybe I'll make the rest of the system and then assess how it looks, and then if it's too slow, I'll just like duplicate the glass. Actually, thinking about it, since we only have to do this craft, I think, 64 times, we might as well just do the rest of the system manually. So cranking it up to get these 500 as done as quickly as possible is probably smart. These ones, we can just go grab the cores out of the crafters that we already have, and then we can just like manually craft these alloys for the rest of them. So I'm running into a weird issue. So this system, the cobblestone goes to gravel, the gravel goes to sand, it goes into here, everything's good, life is great. Over here, cobblestone turns into gravel and then sand inside this same inventory slot, and then gets output as dust? I really don't know what's going wrong here. This is really a weird difference. I don't know what's different between this one and this one. They should be the same, right? I think what's happening is it's putting the items up into here and then pulling them back. There's like this little hopper looking bit on the top here. I think it's sucking the items back down into here, and I'm not really sure how to circumvent this, and I don't know why it's not happening over here. I guess because this can't be output from. So I've been theory crafting solutions for this, and in the meantime we've actually almost generated all the solar panels that we needed, so I guess I'll just be patient and then just it's whatever. I've gone ahead and pre-made all of these solar cores that we're going to need, so as soon as these are ready we can just craft it into the final form. And I guess once it gets to the final form we can actually just pick all this back up. We won't ever need it again. And there we go. 8 stacks is enough, and now we can just pick up the system. Oh no, I deleted the wall and the lava's getting out. Oh, all cleaned up. And now, a stack of these, 8 of those, and 1 of those. Perfect. Let's do this. I'm the president of energy. Next up, the most grindiest thing is this 256 ME storage component. We do have one 64K part, so that'll jumpstart us a little bit, but we're still going to have to wait on the inscriber a lot. We need to make 54 of these 1K components to start, so I guess we'll start by making 54 of these logic processors, and then work from there. I decided to be overkill and make a stack, even though we're probably actually going to need more than that, so maybe it's not actually overkill, but it's a good place to start, I think. Press, 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 bonk, bonk, bonk. 54 of these, done and dusted. We need calculation processors to upgrade them. Easy. Calculation again to upgrade. Do we have 6 more? No, okay, let's go make another stack of these. So that'll probably be enough to last us for the rest of the time. Press, 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 bonk, bonk, bonk. 16Ks, 64Ks, and here's a 256K. Nice. It's the second requirement knocked right off. The next one of these I want to tackle is this nuke item. Requires us to make this uranium fuel, requires these advanced circuits and advanced machine blocks that we've done before. So it's quite a bit of processing, but it's all stuff that we've done before. Except for these, but these are really easy. Just use this canning machine, uranium and fluid cells, and we don't really need that many. It's like 32 or a stack or something, so it should be pretty easy. So I got our old friend, the geothermal generator here with the canning machine, so we should be able to just start canning those blocks. I did the math. We only need to do 16 of these. Really easy. Is there something I'm missing? It should be going, right? Oh, the cells have to be full of water. This should do the trick. There we go. All right, cool. We can prep the rest of the stuff in the meantime. Most of this stuff, we just had it laying around in our system still from producing too much of it earlier. So, fortunate us. Let's get this compressor going. I think we need that compressed copper stuff too. And that's a completed nuke. Sounds dangerous. Next up, let's do this triple compressed endarium. It sounds like it'd be a grind, but turns out you can actually put triple compressed materials in, and it'll just make a triple compressed output through the induction smelter and does it in one action. So let's just go make some triple compressed blocks. I'll just do it manually since they're only like 712, I think it is. All right, we have an induction smelter. We have our materials. Just pop these in and it should do the crafting for us. Ooh, the progress bar is just creeping. Oh, we gotta wait a second. Oh, this is gonna take longer. Oh, I'll use the wand. Come on, come on, come on. I think when it stops being animated on the face, it's done. So I'll just sit here until it's done. Oh, I used the acceleration wand and the power bottomed out because it can't accept power fast enough, and then it reset the progress. Okay, I'm just gonna let it go on its own. We'll work on the other thing. We need Charm of Knowledge, which requires Potion of Ancient Knowledge, which is just Bottle of XP, and the Potion of Knowledge. Okay, so we just need a couple of bottles of XP, no biggie. Back to our old friend, Vanilla Brewer. Potion of Ancient Knowledge 2. I have no idea what it actually does. Doesn't matter. We have a Charm of Knowledge, and that's what really counts. The Eternal Obsidian Skull requires the Eternal Stella with Obsidian Skull. Obsidian Skull we should make. We have a Skeleton Skull for some reason. I don't know where we got it, but we have one, so we'll just upgrade it real fast. Alright, so for the Eternal Stella, we need to do this. I actually don't know what this is. We have to build a forge. Okay, so I'll collect this stuff and I'll make this thing. I guess I'll just put it here because I probably only have to use it once. And, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I really don't know how to do this. I don't have this Darkstone stuff. I don't know if you collect it somewhere normally. We do have an igneous extruder recipe for it, so maybe we'll just use that real fast. Oh, the Endirio's done. I decided to check on it, and that's handy. And I think we need 2 of them. Perfect. A little bit of lava never hurt no one. There's the Darkstone. I don't know how much of it we'll need. I'll just let it get like a few stacks or something. Looks like we need arcane gold ingots, which are made out of... Okay, we have that dust from sifting. What's this? Oh, we can make that. We have all that stuff. Oh, just kidding. We don't have phantom membrane. I can make it with antimatter? Ooh, maybe, maybe, maybe. Luckily, we have tons of antimatter just chilling in our system. We must have made overkill amounts. That's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe 40 of this is enough forever, who knows. So, we need arcane chiseled polished darkstone. Not to be confused with chiseled arcane polished darkstone, which we also need. Alright, I think I built this correctly. So, the instructions were put this here, then I sneak right click with this and it should transform or something. Alright, that seems right. Jesus Christ, there's so much to look at here. So we need Oriole, Souls, Blood, and XP. How do we fill it? Okay, bottles of XP. What about the rest of the stuff? I think I've seen those soul things before. 82 Oriole, 1 Soul, 1000 Blood, no XP. Okay, how do we get that stuff in there? Let's start with the part I know. I think this soul extractor uses on like soul sand, and then you can extract the soul from it. What the heck do I get? Edel wood. I could buy a sapling from the market? That sounds easy. So can I just bone meal it? Or... that's it? Is that normal? Whatever. Why is one of these carved? That's weird. Alright, here's the extractor. So do I just... Oh, it has durability. Got a soul. I think I need multiple of these. I don't know how many. I'll get 4. We can make more. Okay, so then I think I take this and I put it in the slot. 1 soul. Okay, now about this other stuff. So this thing looks like this thing. How do I get Oriole bottle? Potion of regen with arcane crystal dust. I don't know how much this puts into the thing. I guess we make regen in batches of 3 though, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Alright, so we have 3 Oriole bottles. Let's just see what that gets us. One is 35. I think we need like 80, so the 3 of these should be enough. Now this blood-looking slot, it corresponds with this in terms of shape. So I guess I'll try making this test tube and see if I can figure out how to use it. Oh, I don't have runes because I never did basalt sieving. Just pop this in here and it should give us what we need. Didn't get it. I guess we gotta run more basalt through. Come on, Civ. I'm gonna put 3 stacks through. Where is it? This is a scam. I'm gonna put 9 stacks through this time. I slaved over a hot igneous extruder for these. Please be kind, game. I don't know why you haven't been. Survey says nothing. All right, 15 stacks. It has to give it to me now, right? This is literally a scam. Oh, there's 512 of them over here. So how do I fill the test tube with blood? Right-clicking doesn't do anything. Maybe this mystical dagger has something to do with it. Let's try making one and see what happens. Apparently I'm supposed to break the branches off or something. Oh, that's how you get the sticks. I think it grew through my basalt here. That's funny. I'm gonna try killing something with this dagger. Maybe that'll do the trick. Cha 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 cha. 480 blood. How much did we need? 1,000. Oh, it has a sweeping edge. Oh, you guys are screwed now. That should be enough. All right, so we have enough blood. So now we have to put stuff in. Okay, so this shows like 6 different slots for stuff. However, this doesn't have 6 different slots for stuff. So what's the deal? Do we have to put like a pedestal on these spaces maybe? Oh yeah, darkstone pedestal. All right, 6 pedestals for the 6 items. Don't know if the positioning actually matters or not. Oh, actually, we only need 4 items. Oh, I overproduced. We do need this stellarite piece. Oh, where do we get that? Doesn't have a recipe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
I guess we just have to dig it out of the ground. It's this Stella Arcanum, I think. I'm gonna guess that you mine this block and you get this. Though I don't know where to find it. Alright, I got a digiminer here from Mechanism. Hopefully I can config it to search for the right thing. And then we can just go check different areas. So, searching for the mod forbidden_arcana should find it. Okay. So I'm gonna crank up the radius and stuff, and then I guess I'll go to the other and try to find it there. Alright, let's see if it's here. Mining 14 things, all arcane crystals. Maybe it's just rare. Rune and arcane crystal. I don't seem to be picking up with any with the digital miner. I've mined a bunch of other stuff. I think it's probably in this dimension. We just gotta, you know, find it. Maybe we have to manually mine it. Oh, you can just find darkstone in the world here. Huh, fun fact. I've been flying around down here mining for the better part of 30 minutes, and I can't find one of those things. I tried looking it up online, and apparently it's supposed to be just by bedrock, super rare. But either I'm super unlucky or I'm looking in the wrong dimension, or I don't know what's going wrong. I'll keep looking, but I'm not feeling very hopeful right now. Oh my god. This is it. I found it. It's here at, y = -20 for those of you looking for it. I found it in this cave here. Oh my goodness. I literally have spent so long looking for this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to mine it. Got it. Alright, so it should be 3x petrified orbs, a stellarite piece, and then a diamond. And that should do it. Here goes nothing. Do I have to, like, push a button or something? Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently we need a blacksmith gavel to activate a ritual. Looks like I'm making it out of, like, clay and sticks and stuff, so that should be fine. Alright, so if I right-click this, it should work. Oh, it's working. It's doing something. Cool animation. Oh, there it is. It finished. Took a while. But there we go. So now I can do this with this. And there's our Eternal Obsidian Skull. Oh my goodness. Next we need a solar recharging unit. We should have most of this stuff just in the system from the other mechanism stuff we've done. Yeah, I didn't have to make anything special for this. It's actually that easy. Just had all this stuff laying about. And an advanced monitor, which is ridiculously cheap. And we're good to go. One improbable probability device, please. Oh my goodness, why was that so difficult? The mining took so long. And that goes there. That makes 52 out of 55 completed. And oh boy, that was so much more of a doozy than I thought it would be. That took so long. You have no idea. We're actually out of time for today. I really thought that we were going to get further than just one item today, but I guess not. So stay tuned for next episode. That will be actually the finale. I've had a close look at all the items, and we actually will be able to finish next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.